This is very unfortunate because it did feel like we were making a turn in the pandemic, but the Delta variant is really spreading quickly. She has 3 sons. They were inside last night. She said they hid inside of her walk-in closet, hoping that nothing would happen to them. But she saw some things from her Ring doorbell camera, which she has on the front door here. He has only been here for several hours. He got to Memphis this morning. He was visiting from Chicago. Let that sink in. He was visiting here. I want to go ahead and show you what's actually missing off of this area here. So this is what would normally be right here in front of this Accurate Tactical Supply. You can see some of the employees inside working right now. So the number of people currently hospitalized with COVID just surpassed 500. You can see that number right here. That number was just fewer than 100 just a month ago. This is what is coming down, and it's coming down very, very hard because it's mixed with these strong winds. So as it's hitting the side of my face, it's like a pop. We've been seeing broken glass, so there's some to my left here, but also there is a lot to my right, over my right shoulder, scattered just all inside of this area here and the wood chips here. So we've been trying to figure out where this broken glass is coming from after people in this area say they heard several gunshots. So the construction worker pointed our attention to some of the windows up here. So potentially one of those windows may have been broken out by gunfire. Pretty scary. This happened yesterday, Sunday afternoon, in the middle of the day, where you can only imagine there were families inside of the mall shopping at that time. We should really digest what you just said. 24 homicides involving children all across the city. You talked about some of the damage done to some of those local neighborhoods. Can you speak with us a little bit more about that and how much money you think we're talking in fixing this? Today, a very large crime scene here. I can tell you, you never get used to hearing the cries from loved ones on a crime scene. Many loved ones are here right now, just the side of me, just going through the motions, just very emotional right now, just numb, seeing what is going on behind me. I just learned in the last several minutes or so, I just learned from a very close friend of the victim here. The victim, who they call Boo as his nickname, he is in his 40s. They say he has only been here for several hours. He got to Memphis this morning. He was visiting from Chicago. Let that sink in. He was visiting here. So I want you to take a look at what's actually going on behind me here, taking a look at this very busy crime scene. If we can push in a little bit, a lot of witnesses here on scene tell me that this blue BMW was involved in this crime scene somehow. We know that police did confirm, as well as some of the witnesses here, that this was a security guard who shot and killed this man who now family identify as Boo. There's also a dark colored vehicle right aside of it, maybe a little bit to the front, that also has a police marker on top of it. As I mentioned, we did get a chance to speak to several witnesses, many people just in shock. A lot of people actually just shopping at the Kroger, maybe walking to their cars and hearing the loud pops, the shots, or maybe possibly one shot. I want you to take a listen at a witness we heard from. She actually tried to resuscitate the man. Take a listen.
When I ran over there, I tried to do CPR on him, but he was already gone. He was spitting up blood. He was already gone. The scary part was that the guy that shot him, he was just standing there with no remorse. And my brother asked him, he was like, man, why'd you shoot him? He was unarmed. And he told my brother, well, I had to. And he still was standing there with his gun, his holster. So it was pretty scary because he could have opened fire on, on any of us, because mental health is real. And this is a sad situation, though.
Yeah, so that's the first account from a witness. You're also looking at some video here. Hopefully we're showing you. The man was actually with a couple of women, 2 women. One of them I heard was a girlfriend. Very, very distraught here on scene. Again, if we come back out to be live here, very active scene here. Many people still shopping at this Kroger. Many people just walking up. There's also a McDonald's. There are many businesses here. If you are familiar with this East Memphis area, this is a very popular area, and many people say things like this just don't happen here. A lot of people just shaken up, Janae. Of course, we will continue to stay on this scene for tonight and just bring you any updates. We also, before I go, I did want to mention we reached out to Kroger for a statement. They were not able to say much, just pointed us back to police because this is still a very early investigation. But for now, we're live in East Memphis tonight. Symone Woolridge, WREG, News Channel 3.